Hello everyone, GiftedSoul here back for another video. In this video, we're going to be tuning in to the energy of what's in store for you within the year of 2022. So a 2022 forecast, predictions, advice, whatever spirit feels is imperative for you to take in, to focus on. And yeah, so please keep in mind that this is for entertainment purposes only and is not at all to substitute for any legal, financial, medical, or any other type of advice given to you by a qualified professional. Free will is a way of life, and we're all in control of our own destinies in the end. If you would like to contact me, book a private version of this reading, or book any other readings, send me donations, gifts, or anything, everything's going to be listed in the description box below. Trying to make sure that I'm saying everything. And I think that's it. So we're gonna go ahead and get started. Now at the end, towards the end, I'll be looking at this card. And also you will get a yearly affirmation for the year of 2022. And then I'll also be pulling some more cards towards the end as well. So let's go ahead and get started. And this is for Cancers, by the way. It's gonna be in the title, but I feel like I need to mention it in the video too. And actually also before I get started, I did try to do a pick a card reading for this particular subject, and it ended up being too long. I couldn't merge it, and I couldn't finish recording because I didn't have any more space left. So I did have to delete it, but I feel like it is better for me to do it this way. And yeah, I feel like that was just Spirit's way of making me redo it. Not that it was a bad pick a card reading, but Spirit, just has its way of, making you do things differently. So anyway, so we have 5 of air, which is 5 of swords, and sometimes that can bring some conflict. It says an unwise choice, learn what you can from the situation, review everyone's motives. So this is a fair warning, I feel, not to trust every single person next year. Now, this is not to say to be paranoid, but it is to say to just make sure that you're being observant with the people around you. And just make sure if you start to feel different vibes or feel that somebody is moving just a little bit funny, Spirit says to pay attention to those feelings to avoid conflict. And we have the Magician, Archangel Razio. This is you having manifestation abilities, being able to get whatever it is that you are wanting next year just by using your hands and using the resources and information that you have currently presented to you. It says you are ready, you have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Life is magical. Okay, we have Queen of Earth, which is Queen of Pentacles. So to me, the Queen of Pentacles is very comfortable. And she is also very, I don't want to say skeptical, but she is very wary. Like, she knows that not everyone is deserving of sharing what it is that she has, even though she sees the good in everyone. So I feel like the message here for you, like I said earlier, not to trust everyone, but to not forget still that there is good in people. Because, I feel like there's good pretty much in everybody. Not one person to me is completely evil. Why I said evil, I don't know. I just couldn't come up with any other word. I could have said bad, but I don't know. Anyway, so it says make time for those around you, take a sensible approach, deal with challenges in a kind and understanding manner. And then the keywords are thoughtful, creative, warm, and sensible. Business venture. So this may be regarding a business venture in 2022. It says trust and follow through on a new business idea or career opportunity. But I do feel there is a need for you next year to be wary about who you choose to involve in that journey with you, and who you choose to help you evolve in that area. So it looks like you have an opportunity to start a business next year. Maybe you'll have the more resources you need. I feel like maybe even have them now. So yeah. And maybe, I don't know, the conflict could be regarding, and I feel like, you know how people say you can't always work with your family members? That is, I don't know, it depends on the family and your dynamic and your strength and your willpower. But for the most part, it is kind of something, I don't know, I guess you need to be wary of next year. Setting boundaries. And it's funny that I'm saying this now, because when I was shuffling, the set boundaries card came out from the the self-love oracle by Janet Shu, or Chu. I'm still not sure how to pronounce it. I do apologize if I'm mispronouncing it, although I'm not sure she'd be watching this video, but still, yeah, that came up. Set boundaries. And sometimes you do have to do that with your family as well, not just friends, but family members count in that area too. We have behind a mask. Wow. I just see a lot of secrets being revealed to you in 2022. Maybe some people actually coming to you, trusting you with them. But also, I feel like some of this is stuff that you're going to discover on your own. And behind the mask also is just advice for some of you to kind of come out and be who you are. Wearing a mask of false self-deception, meaning that you are not 100% showcasing your truest potential. And I feel like Spirit is saying you are definitely playing yourself with that. So show what you are capable of. Don't be modest. I do feel like you're gonna have a lot to brag about in 2022. A successful business for some of you. For some of you, you may already have a business that could right now be struggling, but in 2022, you are definitely going to be shining a lot more. It's not saying you're going to be rich or you're going to have 20,000 orders every week, but you're definitely going to reach some serious and very just milestones that is going to that's going to make you be more optimistic, and that's going to offer you a lot more opportunities. Okay, so we have sensitivity. So I feel like I talked about sensitivity in the last two readings, which was Scorpio and Pisces. Pisces is just the one that I just did before this. So Archangel Haniel, you are extra sensitive to energies and emotions right now. Honor yourself and your feelings. Do take a look at the Pisces reading. It is, if you feel guided to, it is already uploaded. And we do talk about sensual and sensitivity, I think, towards the end. I'm pretty sure that's the one that I did it on, but so really just honoring your needs and your feelings and not hiding that part of yourself as well. So we have behind the mask and sensitivity. Not be I feel like you're needing to also be proud of the emotional part of you, because it is going to make you who you are. I'm not saying like it completely defines you as a person, but I'm saying it is going to help you grow and become the person that you need and want to be overall. But I do want to say not to trust everyone with these feelings. And I wanted to say earlier also in the beginning of this reading to not allow someone or a situation to take up all your time, because you have things that you need to take care of within yourself as well. Ease. Okay, so you guys already have a few things in common with Pisces. So it's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. Okay, I thought I was tripping there. That's why I stopped, because I just noticed that it repeats that. So it's pretty much like an affirmation for you guys. You will get an affirmation towards the end from the Universe Has Your Back deck by Gabrielle Bernstein, which is going to be your overall yearly 2022 affirmation. But some of you are getting them earlier on or getting extra ones before we get to that one. And yeah, so it repeats it over and over again. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. It's easy for me to receive. So that is an affirmation that you're needing to say. And I feel like you're needing to ease into maybe working with your sensitivity or your sensuality, not feeling like you need to rush yourself with that. And taking it easy in 2022. I feel like you are going to be, I feel like you can afford to do that next year, not just money wise, but like, you can afford a lot of downtime next year. So take advantage of it. Learning experience. Yeah, so you're going to be going through a lot of learning experiences, which everybody is. That's every year for everyone, regardless of your sign. But this is being brought up here because it's definitely more imperative and it's more significant to you guys, to Cancers. So I feel like this is saying there is room for mistakes just in general, but in 2022 as well. So take it easy and don't be too hard on yourself. Mistakes are all a part of the process, the learning process. We have yoga. Your life is enhanced by yoga, stretching, and exercising. So the advice here is to become in alignment with I feel like your true self. Maybe even working on aligning your chakras. And just learning how to meditate in a different way. Or maybe if you already meditate, some of you may not be doing yoga, like this type of meditating, because there's different ways of doing yoga, different ways of doing meditation. So I feel like some of you may need to change your meditation routine, maybe. Or just add on some new things. So the answers you need are coming full moon in Gemini. So you do not have to be a Gemini or an air sign for this to resonate. Could be in other areas of your chart. Simply the energy that you are taking on at this time or the element you may need to work with. So the answers you need are coming. So 2022 is a time where you need to take more time to meditate. And through doing that, you receive clear answers from spirit, the universe. And even if I feel like if people directly give you answers or try to give you closure about something, I feel like spirit says to meditate on those words. I feel like this is about communication for most of you. Open and honest, healthy communication 2022 is going to provide for you. And we have, wow, I love when this happens. We're in the Cancer reading and we have a Cancer card. So that definitely means for most of you that this is a reading that you need to take to heart. Now, take everything as it resonates, but I find that as a sign. So let your fears dissolve. So sometimes in order to allow your fears to dissipate, you do have to confront them. You do have to embrace them, acknowledge them. And this is just about going with the flow and not allowing your fears to hold you back. And when you're going through anxiety, spirit is saying to do more yoga. Your words create worlds. So remember, I said I feel like most of this reading is about communication. Your words create worlds. Number 44. So pretty much the words you say, the stories you share, it allows people to create their own reality. People are definitely going to be listening to you in 2022. Your opinions, not necessarily, it's not saying that they don't matter now, but they're going to matter even more in 2022. And people are really going to implement the methods that you are giving to them into their life. And this is about visualization as well, and back to manifestation. Law of attraction, basically. So your words create worlds, meaning what you say about yourself to others and yourself, or a situation you may be going through, you are manifesting more of what you say, basically. So just working on that type of communication as well is important for you in 2022, because your manifestation abilities are at its highest. So you need to state your intentions, your clear intentions, and talk a bit more positively about the things that you're going to be going through and the goals that you want to reach. That way you get there. Other words, if you keep saying I'm broke, or you keep saying my business is not doing good, even if it's not doing good, sometimes you do have to kind of not be in denial, but say my business is doing better. My my children are healthy, or my favorite shoes are going to be back in stock. And sometimes, a lot of the times, it will manifest. Okay, so focus your energy. There is amazing power and a strong intention. Okay, we just talked about that. So, interesting. And I forgot to mention, so far no cards with nudity have came up in the other reading, so I kind of forgot. But this does have nudity in it. So, I mean, I'm pretty sure most of us are grown here. So I mean, but I know some people, kind of. Anyway, but yeah, setting clear intentions, because whatever you talk about here, to yourself and to others, whatever words you are using, you're creating life out of them, basically. You're giving them a chance to exist. So surrender defensiveness. Defensiveness is a sign of weakness. To communicate in a more empowered way, stay centered and hear someone out, then offer a clear, non-defensive response. So this is about letting your guard down a little, because remember what we did say about not trusting everybody. But this doesn't mean that there isn't a few people you can trust. I just feel like maybe in 2022 you can avoid a lot of this type of energy by simply asking what people's intentions are. Because I feel like some will tell you change. So there's some changes in 2022 for you. I don't know why, but I'm hearing riding the train to Easy Street. And being mindful that change is on its way and it's going to happen whether you like it or not. But it's how you get up and deal with it. I really don't see necessarily negative changes, but regardless of what kind of change it is, it's about how you choose to let it affect you. All right, 2022. Offer grace. Make choices based on what your heart can live with, even the wrong decisions. We receive grace after we've shown it to others. I feel like maybe a treating others the way you want to be treated type of deal. And making sure in 2022 that, again, yes, you don't want to go crazy on a trusting spree and just trust every single person. No. But I do feel with this message, it is saying, I feel like maybe you're going to kind of meet some earth angels next year. You may not realize that that's what they are, but they are people sent in your life to help you to help you realize certain things, to give you some type of advice. These are people that God in the universe specifically bring in your energy for specific reasons. So, and you'll probably recognize the energy when you feel it. You're probably going to feel it, some of you. And just react with grace in certain situations as well. Like when I said trusting everybody or not trusting everybody, I do want to say that you don't need to let people know you don't trust them. Sometimes you do not need to do that. So, if you do though, do that with grace and with respect. Rejection. So you got some 3s and 4s here. We have 3 with the behind the mask. We got 4 with that. 3 rejection. 3 with offer grace. 38. Then we got 2 5s, and again that signifies change, big changes. Most should be positive. We have rejection. So remember that rejection is protection. I'm sorry, but anytime I see a message with rejection, that is something that I'm going to say. I've created an oracle deck that eventually I want to put out for sale once I test it out and everything. And one of the affirmations I put on there was rejection is protection. Just because I say it so much. But just know when you are being protected versus when you are, don't be hard on yourself when some opportunity passes you by, or a person doesn't acknowledge you, or something doesn't go your way. It's because there's something better for you. And in 2022, you might be faced with a lot of rejection, but it's because there's something better for you than what you had planned for. Angel 2022. So like I said, Earth Angel. I feel like that's validation of that. So it says, Angel, your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. So yeah, I've kind of touched bases on that and everything. But yeah. Be who you are because you are protected is what I'm hearing. So I'll move on to these cue cards here. And then we'll get to this after I pull some more cards from different decks. And then your overall affirmation. Messenger, good news. So some good news is coming to you in 2022. But I do feel like it's going to take patience for you to receive this good news. So I definitely don't feel like it's going to be like necessarily in the beginning of the year. And it doesn't mean that you won't have good news in between time, but I definitely do feel like there's significant big news that's going to kind of override every other news that you have received. That one's going to take a little bit of time. And so one more from this deck. Ring, ring, ring. So it looks like some promises being made or an engagement. When I say engagement, doesn't necessarily mean literally like proposal or anything like that. Could be a proposal, but not like, getting down on one knee type of thing. But it can be. Take it as it resonates, whatever you feel most guided to believe. But I feel like this is just the phone ringing here. A lot of good news. Like, just like, which reading did I just do? I did Pisces before I did this one. So now we are moving on to, oh yeah, I still have these in the thing here. So I'm doing the Eye Candy Oracle up next. This is by V from V11 Crystals. And can you believe she now has 19 Oracle decks that her and her husband and her daughter have created? That is like, wow. And also inspiring as well. Like, that's about to break my bank account. Like, honestly. But she has sales often. Do check it out. Yeah. And they're very, to me, they're good quality decks. And they just have, they're very unique. They're different from anything that I've seen. So check them out on her Etsy shop. It will be, I'll have her decks that I'm using in this video linked down below. So you can, it'll send you straight to her shop. Okay. Endurance. Endurance is kind of like almost like support. But it also states that you'll be, I feel like there's going to be some obstacles in 2022 for you that you feel may be a sign to either let go of something, or maybe you feel like it's telling you to give up. But I feel like it's the opposite. You may need to rest on something and then come back to it, type of thing. Careless. So being a little bit more free, I feel like you need to do it in 2022. It says careless, but I feel like putting the words in half and just saying care less. Spirit wants you to care less and not let anything stop you. Care less about what other people think. Care less about the obstacles. Care less in general. I just feel like this is advice at this point, but. And surprises. So surprises are coming to you in 2022. Like I said, good news. Surprises of good news. Maybe good fortune. Some rewards. So now we have the Fortune Cookie Oracle. This is also by V from V11 Crystals. I just dropped one on the floor. Okay. Implement new routines. And what's funny is I was actually just thinking about this, like, while I shuffled most of these off camera, so that's why you see the jump cut there. But I was thinking about this particular card, so it's funny that it comes up. So implement new routines, and we talked about that a little bit earlier. When it comes to like maybe your meditative routine or some type of spiritual routine or just a routine in general. Patience is your friend, so having patience with yourself and others and just waiting for divine timing. Someone is watching, not wouldn't say like in a stalker type of way, so don't be scared, but it does kind of go with not trusting everyone. But I feel like all eyes are on you in 2022. For most of you, it's because of this business venture. But some people are watching you to be inspired, not for anything creepy. So don't, get beside yourselves. Yeah, so now we're getting to the Queen of the Moon Oracle by Stacey Demarco. And then your yearly affirmation will wrap up the reading. Hunger. Going after what you want. I'm hearing there's no shame in my game. That's the mentality you're needing to having. Wow. Needing to have. That's just me getting ahead of myself, but 2022 attractions. So and I think we had 44. Yep, we got 44,444. Wow. Double protection, double stability. Some of you finding a romantic partner that you're attracted to, or mutual attraction is what I'm hearing. And it could even be like friends. I dropped a card on the floor, and it says discernment. So back to not, that's just my chair. Back to not trusting everybody, making sure you use a mix of common sense and intuition to figure out who is for you and who's not for 2022. Yeah. And then we have inspiration board, and I believe this actually is the card that tried to pop out earlier when I was shuffling for you guys. So it says, if I am ever feeling down or bored, I spend time creating a vision board to place in my home. I fill it with quotes, pictures, and desires that bring me inspiration and joy. So inspiration board, vision board, same thing. Just finding a place somewhere, maybe even creating a room where you have, notes written everywhere, or don't even have to be pictures, and it doesn't even have to really be pretty. Just leaving yourself reminders of the goals that you want to reach, and maybe trying to achieve one goal a day, even, or one goal a month, or just taking your time with it and even having fun with it. My sister has not a vision board, but she writes sticky notes, like different quotes and affirmations and reminders. She's in nursing school, so and it's been a tough journey for the most part, but these notes and stuff reminds her and inspires her to keep going. So yeah. And I almost wanted to end the video there, but yeah. So we have The Universe Has Your Back affirmation deck by Gabrielle Bernstein, and this is going to be your overall 2022 affirmation. And if you want to, you can screenshot this as well, just to keep it with you. Or you can write it down. You can pause. Feel free to do what you want to do. Okay, we got one that popped out. I'm going to put it back in. If it's meant, it will come back out. Trust me. no matter how many times I shuffle. Wow, and that is the one that popped back up. And guys, when I shuffle, when messages like this come out like that and they pop out and then I put it back in the deck and it comes back out, it is definitely meant. No coincidence, because I have a hell of a long shuffling process, which is why sometimes I don't shuffle on camera, or you may see jump cuts because I'm shuffling some of it for you on camera and then I'm finishing my process off camera. So I'm pausing the recording. My point is, there's no coincidences when this happens, none. So I definitely do feel like that's a sign. And this was the one that popped out. So when I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. When I'm connected to my joyful presence, I attract support from the universe. I wanted to say feel support. That's why I did that. But so that is your affirmation. So take time to screenshot, write it down, whatever you want to do. If you want to, you don't have to. So that is your overall 2022 affirmation. And yeah, that is what I have for you guys. I wish you guys love and light. Please like, share, comment, subscribe. Leave me some comments down below. I love to interact with you guys. Let me know how you felt about this reading. What else? If you would like to contact me, send gifts, donations, book private readings, follow me on Instagram, all of that good stuff is going to be in the description box below. And also I'm going to have the names of the decks down below as well. And there's going to be one with an affiliate link, which is the cue cards, which are these. They were $10, but they moved up to $14. It had to be just recently, because I only just got this deck like Thursday or Friday, last Thursday. And it was $10 when I purchased it. So it has gone up to $14. That's probably its regular price. But if you purchase any deck or anything that I put down below in the description box with an affiliate link, if you purchase through that link, you'll help me to earn a small commission at no extra cost to you. You would just be paying the item. You would just be paying for your item in spirit. Wow, I was about to say in spirit. Well, technically, yeah, spirit maybe, but and Amazon will just send me a commission out of that, very small commission. And what that commission is going to do is allow me to put more into the channel, supporting me and energy exchange, things like that. So I wish you guys love and light. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope that you were able to take something from this reading. Stay safe. Hope we connect again in the next one, and love and light.